Good morning. Jason Teeters here with Jetsetstate, and welcome to Wednesday Wins. Let me get in a good lighting position. This is a weekly Facebook Live where I like to share viewpoints, practices, and techniques that I believe can help get our day a little better. So today I wanted to share with you a framework that most high achievers use to really transform their life. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The best way that I could share this with you is to think about, in my own life, there's times when I just feel stuck, immobile, can't move, don't know what direction to take next. I know that I want to achieve a certain level of success, but how I'm going to get there becomes almost frustrating and very challenging. So one of the frameworks that I use and I've seen other high achievers use is one around recognize, respond, and implement. And I'll sort of walk through those. It starts with freedom, right? We want to create freedom in our life. I think that's what all of us are trying to achieve, that time and space to be able to do the things we want. And what we have to understand that what destroys freedom for a lot of us is our inability to make a choice, our constant judging of others and comparing ourselves to others' success. And that really puts a damper on our ability to actually grow and be successful. And what a lot of high achievers recognize that success and wealth and happiness, all that comes from creating freedom in our life. And creating freedom really comes down to not judging others, not being fearful of new opportunities and new things that can push us in the right direction. And most important of all, it comes down to making a decision and moving forward. See, a lot of times we get so wrapped up in the complex ideas of all the things that need to take place for us to achieve a certain goal, and we get so overwhelmed that we just become immobile and we don't do anything. And so this really cool technique I learned called recognize, respond, and implement. And that's what I want to share with you today. First, recognize. And you can do two things here. You can either recognize what you don't like about a certain situation, or you can recognize what you do like and really focus on that. What do you want more of, or what do you want less of? And the second part is respond, right? What are the steps it's going to take to move you either closer in that direction or get you farther away from the things that are causing pain? And a lot of times we recognize this. The first two parts for a lot of us are really easy. They're really self-explanatory. We do this a lot. We recognize what doesn't make us happy. We realize what's not working for us, right? But the third step, right, is the biggest part of the framework, and that's implement. Right? Not only do you recognize what is happening and you're responding with the steps that you know that is going to take you in the direction you want to go, but the last part is implement. And I always tell people, don't get caught up in the 20, 30, 40 point plan. Get caught up in the first step. Take the first step. If you want to move in a direction, you have to move forward right away. And so in your life, and I'll give you an example of this in my own personal life, just with this Wednesday Wins, right? The idea was I wanted to get in front of the camera on a weekly basis where I could start to get comfortable, share my ideas, my thoughts, and getting a better understanding of what I want to provide to people. And the only way I knew I could do this is if I moved in a direction that got me out there to actually try it. And so it's easy to say, hey, I'm going to create this weekly Facebook Live. Hey, I'm going to do all this stuff around it. But if I don't implement it, then it's all for nothing. And that allows me to sit back and say, oh, well, I didn't really fail because I really didn't try. And so, but when I try, it's going to be good. And that's what we get caught up in. And so this is a prime example of recognizing what I want to do, responding, and then implementing. Now, granted, I don't expect this Facebook Live, this is my second one, to get all the accolades and people reaching out and saying, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But what I do expect is that over the next couple months, as I get better at this, I get better at communicating my thoughts and ideas with you, I get better at sharing the things that I've learned over the last 7 years, working with clients and partners and things like that, I feel that I'll get better at it. And to me, that is a win in anything you're doing, whether it be a parent, whether it be a spouse, whether it be a coworker, right? If you're making the effort to get better each day, if you're making an effort to move away from the things that cause pain, right? The things that don't bring you joy, the things that don't encourage you, motivate you, right? If you don't move towards that direction, then you have that feeling of being stuck, and we've all been there before. And our life goes through seasons, right? I've been there at 16, I've been there at 21, I've been there at 30, right? And it's not like this is a quick fix. It happens, and then all of a sudden we fix it and we go back to having a successful life. This is something that we have to do on a consistent basis. See, life is tedious and brief, right? You got to put in the efforts every day if you want the success that you're trying to reach. And so my goal with the recognize, respond, and implement is giving you an actual framework to say, where do I go next? So today, as you're sitting there hoping to move forward in a certain direction, I hope this framework helps. I hope this live helped. So if you get a chance, let me know, comment below, share some ideas with others of times that you've maybe used something in this sort of scenario. I'm always excited to hear from people. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And don't forget, your vibe attracts your tribe. I'll talk to you later.